What's up guys, I'm back. In today's video we are going to work on the pickup notification. So when we pick up an item we get the little slide notification to the left or the right letting us know that we pick up an item. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the inventory widget, create a new widget. I'm gonna name mine pickup no notification and open it up. The first thing we're going to do, we add a size box and set it to desired on screen. Select the size box and height and width override. Let's make the height, the width 250 and the height 50. Let's do 50. And we need an horizontal box, and we need a border inside of a horizontal box. Set it to fill, pick a color you like. I'm gonna get this color, yeah, this color. And then inside of the second border, the border, we need a horizontal box. Let's remove the padding, and we need another size box, and we need a text inside of this size box. And let's add, inside of the horizontal box, not the size box, inside of here. Let's get an image, add it to the size box. All right, let's select the size box, width override, do 45, and give it a padding to the right, about 5. And if you select the text, make it center aligned vertically. The size is to 15, and let's duplicate it. The first one, we're gonna say resource or item name. Let's say item name text. Make it a variable. Same for the image. It's already say item image ref, and select the text. Yeah, text, set it to fill. And this one you can simply just say added and give it a pattern to the right, about 5. Okay, so if we jump to the graph, we need to create 3 variables. First one, I'm gonna say item image, change it to a texture 2D object reference, make it instant editable, and expose on spawn. Now we need one for the item quantity. This one will be an integer, and if you ever get this, you just simply recompile the same recompile the node. And this one will say item name, change it to a text. Yeah, so now we need to add it every time we pick up an item. We need to add this widget to our main HUD, which I already have open. So if we go to the designer tab, let me delete this. We're going to add a vertical box to our canvas panel. Anchor it wherever you want, but I'm gonna anchor mine to the right with the size of 260. and let's say 700. Oh, that's too much. Let's say 500, and put it to the right here, and give it a name. Say notification container. Make sure it's a variable. All right. So in the notification container, that's where we're going to add this widget. Okay. So let's go in the main HUD. Let's go to the graph. We're gonna create a custom event called show item collected, and we're gonna add the same 3 input we have on the pickup notification, the same 3 input. So we're gonna click the button, add 3 of them. The first one, say item image. The second one will be item quantity. This one will be a integer, and we need the item name, and this one will be a text. Now we're going to say create widget, and the widget we are creating is the pickup widget. So we say pickup widget, pickup, and you can see all the pins are showing because we make it instant editable, and then we expose it on spawn. Okay, so what we need to do, plug this up, and after we create the widget, we want to add it to the vertical box. So we grab the notification container, which is what we call the vertical box, and we say add child to vertical box. Okay, and compile and save. Now one thing we need to do, we need to bind these to the variable we create. We need to bind this to the variable we create. So if you select the image, we go to bind image, but for the text, we're gonna create a binding for the text. So create, slide this over here, say format text, and the first one will open curly bracket and say name, and close it, put an X space, and then we say quantity, and close it and hit enter. Now we get the item name, plug it in here. We get the item quantity, say to text integer, and plug it in here. So now every time we pick up an item, we want to show this widget. So in the player controller, if you go to blueprint, open up your player controller, we're gonna create pretty much the same function in our player controller, so that way we can call it from our character. So we say show item widget, and it will have the same pin, 3, name. This time let's keep it in the same order, image, quantity, and name. This one is a text, this one is an integer, and this one is a texture 2D. So now we need access to the main HUD. If you remember, we have this function called create main HUD. So pretty much checking to see if it's locally controlled or if it's local player controller. We're gonna create a widget, which is the main HUD, implement it to a variable, and then add it to the viewport. Okay, and then the player controller, since we're in the player controller, we return self. That's what we're doing here. So we get the main HUD, check it to see if it is valid. If it is valid, from the main HUD, remember we have this container. Okay, so we grab the container. I need to go to the player controller. We need to call, I just forgot what I call it. Not quick. Notification container. Okay. Notification container. Grab that. No. We need to call, we don't need to grab that because it's in the main HUD. So we just need to call the show item collected. Yeah, we don't need the container. If you double click this wire, plug everything up, and you can highlight everything, press C for a comment, show pickup item. And now in our character, where we're doing the pickup, we say get player, come on, really, get player controller. We need to cast to our player controller, and what we need from our player controller, let's say is valid to make sure. From the player controller, we need to call show item widget, and as you can see, we have all the information. But this, remember, this branch, we're doing this if we're picking up an item who's not stackable, right? So what we need to do, we need to grab it from the item info that we're picking up. So we need the information from that item. So we grab it and we break it. We need the image. I'm gonna do the current stuff for now, but we're gonna change this and the name. And you can say hide unconnected pin. Now if we grab everything, because we also want to show the widget when we pick up a stackable item, so we can paste it over here. But for this one, we need the local variable, because that's the item we already found in our inventory, right? Because it already exists in our inventory. So we grab the local item, we're gonna break it. Oh, we don't need to break it, it's already right here. So we just plug it right here. So now if we go and give it a try, pick up the item, see, it says, oh, I need to change the thing. See, I think it's here. No, notification. Yeah, is it in the main HUD? Interesting. Where is it? Should be here. Yeah, this one. This needs to be that instead of a L. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, here we go. One added, armor added. Boom, boom. Even if we do the health one, still showing. Added. Now, I know you probably say, well, where's the animation? Okay, let's go create the animation right now. Okay, with the main container selected, click it, and let's call it slide animation. With that, add a track for the main container, and we need to add render opacity, and we need to add transform. So on the X at 0, 0, we say -305, and the opacity is 0. About 0.5, put it back to 1, and the translation on the X, we make it 0, and we're gonna keep it on the screen for about 1.5 seconds, and we say opacity still to 1. I keep trying, and then about 3 seconds, we say the translation on the Y, let's say -80. It's gonna push it up, and the opacity, put it to 0. Okay, so compile and save. Go to the event graph, remove everything but the event construct. All right, get the animation, and we simply say play animation, and with the animation again selected, say bind animation finish. What that does is, as soon as the animation finish, you can run a custom event to do different things, but we just want to remove the widget. So we add a custom event, say remove widget, widget, and here we simply say remove from parent, like that, and let's go give it a try. Voila. See, voila. And now you can play with the animation, make it look however you want, but as you can see, as soon as we pick up the item, it's just stacking them up like that. But I need to go remove this thing, because in the last episode we make it where if it's greater than 10, but now let's say greater than 99, and now I can pick up a lot of items like that. Okay, and voila. So in the next part, we're going to start working on equipping the item. So when I double click this, it will spawn the weapon on the character's back, and then the information about the weapon will shows here, the name, the image for the weapon, and then we will do the same thing for the secondary and the pistol. And then I believe in the following videos we're gonna do the the swapping of the weapon. Okay, so I will see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.